Did FTX cause the collapse of Luna and 3AC? Last week ended with Alemeda taking a massive multi-billion-dollar loss from the collapse of Luna, and then FTX bailing them out with user funds. New theories have emerged involving the once solvent Three Arrows Capital and Luna. There was likely some bad blood between FTX and 3AC, which developed when they were a smaller exchange with sketchy investment language. 3AC made a partnership with Luna earlier this year, buying up $1 billion in UST. This purchase was an attempt to back UST with a reserve, so there would be a backstop in the event of a bank run. FTX and Alemeda later used this position against 3AC, eventually causing the collapse of Luna and UST. In an effort to save face, 3AC had to help defend the peg of UST, likely burning hundreds of millions of more dollars. FTX had a liquidation engine that lets them front-run other traders during liquidation cascades. This was likely highly profitable most of the time. However, funny enough, with the bank run of Luna, their liquidation engine worked against them. This explains the huge $600 million liquidation we saw on FTX in October. The collapse of Luna created a massive hole in Alemeda's books, as their liquidation engine kept bidding the worthless Luna all the way down to zero. It's rumored that CZ then engaged with SBF, saying these actions are reckless for the entire crypto space. However, Sam didn't heed this warning. The final straw for Sam was lobbying against the DeFi space, making it easier for him to obfuscate his illegal activities. Sam was almost able to create an even bigger hole with nearly launching their own stablecoin. This would have let FTX mint new unbacked stablecoin while stealing more USD that was supposed to back the stables. In the beginning, CZ likely didn't know FTX were actually using user funds, but questions arose around why FTX was having a hard time sourcing user liquidity. They supposedly had $10 billion in user deposits, but were running dry when a mere $1 billion were withdrawn. If this saga has not been exposed, it's crazy to think how much bigger the hole could have gotten. Shortly after FTX filed for bankruptcy, the exchange was mysteriously hacked for the remaining $600 million. User balances are officially zeroed out now, and logins are showing error. What's left of FTX support also warns users to delete all FTX-related apps, as there has been software updates likely infected with malware. Completely crazy end to the story. 1 week ago, FTX was still the second largest exchange. Today, the entire balance and user base is gone in the most dramatic showdown. SBF is now tweeting one letter at a time on his profile, mocking us with what happened. The fallout from FTX and Alemeda is still yet to be felt in full. Stay safe from these FTX Contagion targets. Their exposure to certain coins, protocols, and platforms should make all crypto investors skeptical, as it will likely equate to liquidations or bad debt. First one is Solana. Solana is FTX's largest and most successful investment. FTX has almost 50 million sold that needs to be liquidated. These positions might be sold over the counter, but the fear alone could cause Solana to drop further. Solana fans are remaining optimistic, but they have a rougher road ahead. Solana's ecosystem was also largely funded by Alemeda and FTX Ventures, as this was how they propped up the value of Solana. Now, lots of ecosystem tokens are going to be devastated by sell pressure from FTX. The lack of new funding and the liquidity exiting from Solana DeFi platforms will hurt the entire space. It's fair to expect many ecosystem coins to die, especially the tokens with direct involvement with Alemeda and FTX. Voyager is also likely dead. They were once one of the largest centralized lending platforms, but went bankrupt in July. FTX won a bid to buy Voyager for $1.4 billion in September. FTX was also providing up to 72% of user funds with the bailout. Now Voyager's destiny is in limbo, as FTX doesn't have any money for the purchase. Voyager's token VGX has become a source of speculation around this acquisition, and now its fate is sealed as a meme coin. BlockFi paused withdrawals this week again and have planned to file for bankruptcy. In July, FTX US was there to pick up the pieces, acquiring the company and making the users whole again. BlockFi was acquired for $240 million, with FTX US giving them $400 million in credit. With the recent FTX insolvency, the future of BlockFi is done. Aptos is also in trouble. Aptos is a recently launched layer 1 with a similar developer stack and community as Solana. Due to FTX influence in the Solana space, prior to their bankruptcy, the Aptos Labs teams was happy to have Alemeda as one of their lead investors. Alemeda had exposure to the Series A funding round. These coins will need to be be liquidated. Aptos will also likely have less funding going forward as the Solana community has been hurt massively. Sui is in a similar boat as Aptos. It's also a layer 1 from the Facebook Libra team and adopts the Solana developer stack. Alemeda also secured a spot in Sui's Series A funding round due to their influence. And since Solana and Aptos developer communities are hurt, so will Sui. The next project under trouble is Aave's Lens protocol. Lens is a decentralized social media platform with a service similar to Twitter. FTX Ventures made a large bet on Lens, and now their largest supporter is gone. Some DeFi protocols are also under pressure. TrueFi is facing a lot of trouble. TrueFi is an under-collateralized loan protocol. One of the main risks associated with under-collateralized loans is that there is a chance that those taking out loans never repay them. Alemeda had a $12 million loan issued by TrueFi. This loan will likely never be repaid, and now TrueFi has bad debt it must fill. Ren protocol is also facing huge trouble. Ren is a project that wraps assets on one chain and deploys them on another. Their product is Ren BTC, a wrapped BTC issued on Ethereum and other chains. Alemeda has been funding Ren and then acquiring them in early 2021. Ren has lost its entire treasury on FTX and cannot pay their employees. There has also been rumors stating Alemeda controls the admin keys of Ren, which lets them issue tokens and withdraw assets. It's really a tragedy for such an important DeFi infrastructure to go down, so they're currently looking for other options. Bybit's BitDao is also highly affected by FTX. BitDao is a venture DAO that tries to grow their treasury through various means. One of the ways is to form partnerships with other projects in the crypto space and use that treasury for venture. FTX and BitDao did a token swap, swapping 100 million BIT tokens for 3 million FTT. The 3 million FTT held in BitDao's treasury is now worthless. For a growing list of FTX Contagion targets, check out Crypto Condom's Twitter account. You can also find all the known FTX investments on my Twitter. If you have significant exposure to the small projects on this list, research whether they were using Alemeda as market maker and whether if Alemeda/FTX were their largest investors. If so, consider exiting. That's it for this week's Virtual Bacon Show. If you like this content, please share it with your friends and check out our newsletter on virtualbacon.com. You will love the content there. Consider using our affiliate links as it will help support our channel. Sign up to Binance or get a Ledger hardware wallet, which is the best time now more than ever. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys in the next one.